Good afternoon, boys and girls. Welcome to Children Channel. I'm your host today. My name is Chelsea, and today we are going to introduce 5 parts of contents for you. The first part is the knife into industry in Yangjiang, about the situation, and the second part is the company introduction. The third part is the product introduction, and the fourth part is something about myself. 会不会太像老师上课了？
好像特别是大家是说，
因为现在没有人，所以还可以开一下玩笑。So okay, the history of making knife。哎，有没有可能我把我的这个东西放在哪里，但是我一看着它读的？哦，那个太远了。要不我先放我这里好了，反正现在人不多，等人多了就熟了。The history of making knife in Yangjiang dates back to 400 years ago. In AD 557, Lady San, our national hero, stationed her troops in Liangyang and made weapons in Yangjiang area. According to the family line of Feng generation of the Qing dynasty, General Feng used 82 Jin Emei Xuanjin broadsword at home for his life. Emei Xuanjin broadsword is commonly known as big kill knife in Yangjiang. After this, the knife making technology was spread to the folk, and various civil knives were produced. At the beginning of the Qing dynasty, a large-scale knife mill was formed in Yangjiang County, and its production place was now Datiexiang, Jiangcheng district. The representative work at this time was the Wenwu Dao made by He Chuanli blacksmith. At the time, the domestic famous restaurant were using kitchen knives made by the He Chuanli workshop in the 1930s. Liang Jifu created a unique Jifu knife. Changji is the production and sales of knives. Around this period, knives were sharp, beautiful, durable, and got rewards in the national knives competition and sent to the World Export Exhibition. Since then, Yangjiang knives are famous at home and abroad. Yangjiang knives and scissors industry's booming period is after the reform and opening up. With the continuous expansion of the export scale, the combination of modern science and traditional technology, the knives products have always maintained good quality, won many national awards, and enjoy a good reputation at home and abroad. The products are exported to more than 100 countries and regions in the world, and the output value and export value respectively account for 60% and 80% of the similar products in China. In the first golden autumn of the 21st century, Yangjiang won the honor of the capital of knives and scissors in China. Yangjiang knife system has a long history now. Yangjiang knife and scissors will high quality products first, sales first, export first, innovation ability first, become the domestic industry big brother. This is the portrayal of today's Yangjiang knives and scissors industry. China knives and scissors capital, the Harvest Gold settle in Yangjiang, which is not only the national industry authority to the great affirmation of Yangjiang knife and scissors, but also contains the great exploitation of Yangjiang knife and scissors. The production of knives and scissors has been polished more and more brilliant under the historical tide, and each Yangjiang knife and scissors has been injected with the sweat and efforts of everyone. 太像老师在上课。 Okay, so this is so much about the whole industry. For now, we enter the new era, the post-COVID era. So we, in the traditional manufacturing factory, we start to introduce the technology, and we start to introduce the technology. We start to introduce the technology to the whole industry. And as we as we enter the post COVID era, the whole industry is changing. So we start to，我觉得今天看起来不一样。这个画了这个唇之后，So we start to introduce the new high-end technology to empower the whole industry, and we are 我怎么看起来真像外国人呢？ And we start to introduce the high-end new technology into our industry to empower our workers, our research and development department, empower the whole industry to develop in a fast pace, and at the same time to introduce more talent into the whole industry. Hopefully, that we will help the whole industry to enter a more developed area. And so right now we are one of them. We are one of these people who want to make our own contribution to the industry. So we, Chubin Company, we are one of the company who actually introduced the high-end technology, and we also actually made the products which it can satisfy the new customers' needs. And so let's see, the brand of our company is Chubwin. Chubwin, the meaning of Chubwin is that we got everybody win, you win, I win, everybody wins, right? So if any of you guys who have ever learned the Mandarin or the Chinese culture, I think we can we will be very interested to share with you the meaning of the brand for my own understanding. I always have a really love for our own culture, especially the traditional Chinese culture. And number three, I think it is the most lucky number between all those numbers. We have the book of Change, which contains the highest wisdom from our ancestors. It describes the whole human cycle. It tells us that when and where we should, what action we should take to make us safe, to make us in a flexible position. We can adjust to the change rapidly. So right now we just so in the book of Change we have one sentence like two is the mother of one, and 一生二，二生三 三生万物. And 3 is the mother of everything. So when Chinese people, we regard 3 as a very sacred number, right? So if we have 3, we have everything. We create everything from this number. So it's really a lucky number. Do you want to partner me up? Okay, maybe we can discuss about our brand, the name of our brand. So
Yeah,
I just told our friends that 3 is a very lucky number in our culture. Have you ever read about Yi Jing, the book of change?
Yeah, it's about some fortune teller.
Fortune teller.
Some
In some sense, it is, but it is. We read the book of change to understand the change, the process of change. It contains the wisdom that for us to judge if we are in a certain position, what action should we take? It helps us to keep us always in a stable and safe position, and I think it tells us to deal with things and people in our society. It is not only about fortune tellers, but also about some wisdom, and even some entrepreneur and the bosses. They use book of change to manage their company as the philosophy.
So the theory of change, this kind of book's name,
易经, right?
Yeah, is a book which contains a lot of wisdom. Right?
Yeah. It tells us the change of the whole cycle of a human or a human society.
So what's the relationship between
3,
3 and fortune?
3, in the book of change, we got a sentence like 一生二，二生三，
One
三
produce
生万物。
one produce 2,
To produce 3,
and
to
3
create
produce
everything. Yeah.
Okay, I know what you mean.
Yeah. So I always like the number 3.
Number 3.
Yeah. Before I work in the one real estate developer company, which is Evergrande, Hengda. So the stock number of Evergrande is 43.
Okay.
Yeah.
In my impression, I think 3 is a fortunate number and it means possibilities.
Possibilities. All right.
Yeah, it means everything is possible. So 3 means everything is possible.
Yeah, everything is possible. I think true win. I think true win not only means you win, I win, everybody win, but also these two characters contain some very deep meaning. And I also like the character of Ying. A couple of days ago, I read from a blogger. So it tells us that the 5 parts, 王口乐房.
Can you explain it?
Yeah, later. It contains the secrets for you to become a winner of your life. So you see, in the character in the core part is the mouth, right? Mouth. So it tells us that if you really want to be a winner in your life, and you really need to pay attention how you speak. Yeah, how you speak. What words you use. When you need to talk, and what goal do you want to try to achieve when you talk to people. So it is really crucial, not only in our life but also in our workplace, right?
Yeah.
So it decides whether you can stay or you need to leave or in a position. So it's really crucial. So if you want to be a winner, I think you really need to pay attention to
what
you speak. Or we also use mouth to eat food, right?
Yeah.
So we are what we eat. Yeah, we are what we eat.
Is a philosophy sentence?
Yeah. Or yes, we are what we eat. It means that what we eat into our body will make us how we look.
Ah, yeah. So that's about eating philosophy.
It means that we need to also pay attention to what food we try to nurture our body. Yeah.
So
Don't eat too much
junk food
junk food.
and
Yeah.
put on a good diet.
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
I know what you mean.
Yeah.
Continue.
Okay. So the upper part of the mouth is the character Wang, right?
Yeah.
It's that. It means that.
It's about that.
So we can see if we want to be a winner, we need to really have the sense of
The sense of
dangerous. Even though we are in a very safe position,
place,
we
yeah.
still have the sense of what if I fail?
What
We, you know, Ren Zhengfei, the boss of Huawei, he said when he started his company, each day he will think about failure. If yeah, so this mindset keep him lead this company to grow bigger and bigger. I think we need to learn from him this attitude that we need to every day we need to think that what if I fail? What if I don't work hard? What if it's just a 居安思危 when we
Yeah,
are
yeah, I
in
know what
a
you mean.
really
In
safe.
my impression, I
Mm.
think we must have the awareness of dangers.
Awareness of
Because-
dangers.
Yeah, because when we are in the safe position, like you just said, and we maybe live in our comfort zone, and we can't get out of comfort zone, that's really dangerous.
Yeah.
We don't know when will the dangerous thing will happen. Maybe next. Whoa. Right? So
yeah,
we
yeah.
need to come up with some
Method.
methods and maybe make some poor preparations to
Mm.
what we gonna do the next step, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah, it's right.
The awareness of dangers.
The awareness of danger.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that means we have to make poor preparation, no
Mm-hmm.
matter success or failure.
Or fail. Okay. So the down part, the below part, on the left is the character of Yue. Can you guess?
Moon?
Month. Yeah, month.
Month.
So it relates to time.
Relates to time.
Yeah. So do you know why time is crucial if we want to win?
Because the god of time is equal to everybody. We own the same time, you know, our childhood, adolescence, adulthood, and maybe elderhood, right?
Elderhood.
Elderhood. So we own the same time. We must make full use of our time efficiently, so
Yeah.
that we can
Yeah.
make
Very well put.
make the biggest interest in the shortest time. That's why we must have pay attention to the awareness of time.
Yeah, time management. It is really
Very important.
very
for
important
a businessman.
for businessmen. Yeah.
Yeah.
For people who want to become successful too. Right.
Yeah.
So we need to learn the method how to make a very good schedule to help us to become productive every day, and so you can win, always win. And so in the middle, it is the character of Fei. So do you know what's the meaning of Shell? Fei.
Shell. I know in ancient China, maybe our ancestors we don't have money, you know, like paper money or some
Mhm.
coins.
Mhm.
We just used to change. Maybe I have a tomato, you have a potato. We change for, you know, I have a potato and you have the shells. You give me the shells, and the shells is a kind of money for our ancestors.
Mhm.
They use this to live. Maybe it's
To
the
exchange
earliest kind of
product,
money.
right?
Shells is the earliest what money. So
I think it is in Song Dynasty, right?
yeah, paper money came out of the world. So that at the time we have
Before we use paper as
before,
money,
yeah,
we use the shell to
shells
as
and maybe
a
silver
currency.
as the
Mhm.
currency.
Mhm.
So shells maybe it's a representative of money. Well,
So
they shells represent.
so what's your understanding? So
my
what,
understanding?
what's
of
the
shell?
relationship between money? Because actually, pay means money.
Yeah.
So how can we relate money to become to win a winner or winning?
In my mind, I think wealth is a foundation. If you have a lot of money, then you can lay a good foundation of what you will do next. You need money if you want to 本金嘛.
Oh, so there.
So that's my compilation. But I don't know if it's true or false. I'm waiting for your explanation.
There is no true or false.
There's
Just
no accurate
just
answer, right?
come up with your own understanding.
My own understanding.
I think everybody, because they are from different backgrounds,
Mhm.
I think they have that different opinions around things. So I always encourage people, don't affect by others' opinion. Just
think outside of the box, right?
yeah, just think in your feet.
Think in
What
my
what
feet.
what is your idea in from you, from the unique you? Don't be the same with others.
Oh,
right?
Then I can generate a lot of opinions.
Wow.
Maybe
Hear it.
you know, well, I can say that we must just build up the awareness of money. Awareness of
Yeah,
wealth.
awareness of money. Yeah.
We must know that wealth is a kind of
你这张票
accumulation.
put on your mic.
我讲了这么久没带麦，傻了。
I will fetch some water. Water.
但是如果我在你旁边讲的话，你耳机那个是会收到。
哦，是可以同时的是吧？那个 Sandy 可以帮我们听一下。
对，你带着这个你就知道我们在说什么。
其实我们下播之后可以给我们点意见。Color is that?
Okay, I come back.
Okay, so let's continue the
So-
subject.
I think wealth is a kind of accumulation. Maybe you can earn 100 yuan one day and maybe you spend 20 yuan to eat, then you left 80 yuan a day, and after 30 days you do the same things like the first day, then you can earn 2,400 yuan a month. So we must have the awareness to accumulate what we have. Because, rivers, they accumulate then to be a sea, to be a lake, to be a sea, right? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah, I know what you mean. Yeah, that's right. So we need to have the awareness of money management. Like we need to spend our money wisely in our daily expenses, right? I think the wealthy person, they know how to spend money, and at the same time they know how to earn money.
maybe they have the mindset
Yeah.
to
And I think
protect
it's a
their
really
wealth.
very pity that in our school we don't teach our students how to have the good sense of finance.
money. Yeah, finance.
财商. I didn't learn any of this from school. I think
Maybe it's some life experience made you to realize, oh my God, I must set up a kind of awareness of money, right?
yeah. Also, yeah, learn from some friends, but in some families, the parents will will give their knowledge to the kids how to make your money more become like a snowball.
That
Right.
means accumulation, I think.
Accumulation.
Accumulation.
Yeah, accumulation.
Accumulation is important.
Yeah. So I think in our age, we also think about how to invest.
Invest.
Yeah, how to use our money to like invest in foreign currency or some. I have friends. They
Buy some
in
stocks.
in their spare time. Yeah, they buy stocks or
Mhm.
trade something like paper metal
Oh, I know what you mean.
and foreign currency,
Mm-hmm.
or buy something like gold and metal to
Yeah,
store
because
in
gold
home.
is the most stable thing to represent you are rich.
And gold is it can save their value. It won't
Save their value
Yeah.
for forever.
Yeah, forever. Because if we own currency in the bank, right?
Mhm.
If we have inflation, the money will become less, right?
Yeah,
So
贬值.
yeah, so that's why people buy gold. Or in a couple years ago, when the houses market is really booming, a lot of people buy houses for investment. I think Chinese people will really like to buy houses.
Yeah, because we have the awareness of, it must be the influence of Confucius.
Influence
宗族
of
观念.
Confucius.
Yeah, we
Confucius.
respect our ancestor and
Maybe-
we pay much more attention on our families, and families need to stay and live together. So a house, maybe a home, a house is very
But
important.
most people, they not only have one house, even though they have a house to live,
Yeah,
they still keep buying houses.
yeah.
Some people, they have even like dozens of houses.
Huh? So they maybe they're collecting house? No, I don't think so.
No, they are collecting house
for rent.
nationwide
For
for
rent
rent,
fee?
or when the prices go up, they can sell to earn
Yes, to earn
the profits.
and the profits. Yeah, right.
Yeah.
They're so clever, a clever choice, but they must they must have the good foundation. I mean, money.
Yeah, they're rich people,
They're
only
rich
only
people
rich people can
buy a house
houses
from time to time.
Yeah. So
You know.
in our hometown, there are also a lot of people, they like to buy house.
Me too.
You see.
Especially no, it's okay. Especially Chinese people, we love buying house. We are crazy about house market. When the price of the house, just rising, and people are maybe people's awareness. Oh my God, I need to buy a house.
Yeah,
Anxious.
if people don't have house, they will be worried if they just rent a house to live, right?
Yeah, rent a
Maybe
house to live.
they don't have the sense of safety
Yeah, the
until
house, mhm,
they have
their own house.
own house.
It not only related the sense of safe, but also related to some, the possessions.
Possession
财产
attitude. Yeah.
possession
So I think other countries like Korea, Japan, I think they don't have this feeling towards houses like Chinese people, right?
and maybe I think house in China, maybe they always related to marriage. The husband must
Details.
yeah, details. We must
Right.
buy some house to attract more.
So
Yeah, you know that.
If you have a date, so you will ask
You will be
him,
asked by your date partner.
if you are a boy, right?
Yeah, if you're a
You'll
boy.
be
Do you
asked
have a
by-
house? Do you have a car?
Do you think it is polite for a girl to ask a boy if he has a house or not?
I think it's very unfun. Really,
Really,
unfun.
I think it hurts their feelings.
Yeah, really. So it's
how can you?
offensive. It's a kind of offensive question. Okay.
Yeah. So how can you How can you know
in a
the
polite way.
background of your date partner?
Maybe I'll ask, can we date in your house tonight?
Do you think it's appropriate? How many days after you can go to his house?
Okay, just kidding. It's useless. Okay, this kind of method is useless because I never have a date with anybody.
Really? I thought you have a boyfriend.
Yes, I have a boyfriend. I indeed, but I
Don't worry. You can say you don't have a boyfriend now.
okay. It doesn't matter.
Yeah, it doesn't matter.
I don't care
Our
about
Juno is
whether
very cute. So
I don't care about whether my boyfriend have a house or not, but I care about my husband have a house or not.
so if he
Okay.
doesn't have a house, what will you do?
Oh, maybe I'll talk to him. I will ask his attitude towards this kind of matter. I'll ask, what do you think of our marriage? Maybe we need a house to keep our own child and live our own life. If we are in our, just at the beginning of our career,
Mm-hmm.
maybe we lack of some money, but it doesn't matter.
Mm-hmm.
We can, accumulation. We can make efforts to buy a house maybe, but this kind of thinking is too early for me. And reality is cruel.
Reality is cool.
Yeah, I always remember what my mom always says to me. Reality is cool, and maybe at that time, it all depends. Okay, it all depends. Maybe
Yeah.
I don't know what my future is like,
Mhm.
but it's useless to think too much. So what's your opinion?
What's your opinion about what?
About the house and the
Houses.
marriage?
I think it depends.
It depends.
I won't I won't put too much weight on the house's condition. I think because I have confidence on myself. Even though we don't have house right now, but I think if we work hard, I think we can
One day we
can have a good
finally
life.
can have
Yeah,
one.
even though we don't have a house right now. I don't put much weight on this. I will think more about the personality and character of one person. If we can get along or not, I will observe this part much more.
Yeah, is a kind of more mature than me. This kind of thinking more mature than me.
Because if he is the right person or the partner for me, because I want to find a long time partner, so I think we will come across a lot of up and downs in our life, and if we are not connected with our heart, I don't think we can fight. We can embrace the future together in a stable relationship.
Yeah.
I think the house, the money, or the other things, they are important. But the more important thing is that we are together. We are partners,
Yeah.
and we won't betray each other in any circumstances.
Brilliant.
Yeah, I think the loyalty, the responsibility, the kindness of one person, I will.
Yeah, I mean.
I will.
Yeah, you mean
I will think it
house
more
is kind
important.
of possibility, but not everything.
Yeah. It is not the must have. It is not a must have condition. It is not a. If you only. If you have two guys in front of you, if one person he doesn't have a house or if the other person he has a house, but
Not loyal to you.
but you don't like him that much, will you marry him because he has a house?
No, not at all. But if I am poor too, I can't live in a normal life. Maybe I will.
Yeah, it does. So maybe it doesn't have an answer because you're right. If you're really poor,
Really poor.
you really want to have a place to live, maybe you will because he has house and you marry him.
Yeah, I even can't live in a common life, and you tell me to choose my true love, and my true love can even make me poorer than nowadays. It's ridiculous, right? So
Yeah.
living,
So it doesn't have a fixed answer, you just go follow your heart,
yeah,
follow
follow
your
heart,
feeling.
because everybody has different lives, different destiny. Mhm.
Yeah. So yeah, it
We
is
need to
true.
have a break, right?
Okay, let's have a break.
Let's
See
have
you
a break.
guys.
See you guys. We'll be back soon. Bye
Yeah,
bye.
bye bye.
2个小时。
你要不要试一下？
它这个是自动录屏的吗？
是，对，它是自动录的，就是我之前那种黑暗历史你可以看到。
你想想，
没有？
你现在跟你之前录节目是2个人，你知道吗？差别太大了。我们有3个粉，但估计都是自己。对，当然啦，你做抖音讲什么不容易，更何况是做这种外网。
你谈的好吧？
你不能说好吧，你带一个已婚的嘛，
结婚你
再一个有小孩的嘛。
我妈是这样说服我的，就是她说你如果只是怕疼的话，其实可以通过技术手段去减少那个痛苦。当你遇到一个真的你很爱的那个人的话，你是
没有办法
那种感觉是可以战胜的，
那得看我有没有遇到。
祝你成功。
他只没遇到。
我们这个可以怎么关的呀？小诺，
去 YY 直播双击，对，没错，
它就在
把那个右键然后删除，对。
右键。我是怕生小孩会变胖。
有点冷啊。
Hello, everyone, boys and girls,
又来 boys and girls。
ladies and gentlemen.
这还
Good
差不多。
afternoon. Welcome to Juwin Channel. I'm your host Chelsea. Our little Juno is coming up to share with us the relationship stuff.
你真的好美啊！
I
倩
think
姐
it is a universal topic.
倩姐这样看好美，好知性。
那个我们要把它切换到那个 YouTube 哈，这是 YY。
对，切换了 YouTube。OK，Let me OK，麦克风正常，我们开播吧。我们这次可以一边切一点东西一边讲。
是，
对，
我刚洗了这根黄瓜，
但是它
太
变黄
黄
了，
不知道能不能吃。
它已经不新鲜了，但是还是把它切了吧，不然就浪费了。
This is the cucumber.
And we think just what? Only talking about. 对啊。
Chef knife.
Definitely.
It is a chef knife from our children friend. So now we use it to
Cut a
show you
cucumber.
how to cut a cucumber.
As you can
So-
see, I never go to the kitchen, so I also don't know how to use a knife.
Let me teach you.
Okay, you can teach me. And maybe first I will show you the wrong cutting method.
Right.
You know, just I don't know how to maybe cut the head and cut the
Again?
tail,
Mhm.
and then I don't. And maybe cut it into pieces. Oh my god. It's not the fault of the knife.
I think
it's my fault.
It is like this. You
It's
know.
my fault.
First, this
First.
hand we need to
Mhm.
make it like this. Last time I saw
Brother 7.
yeah, brother 7. 7 brother. When the body of the blade touch your finger, it is the right angle.
Right angle.
The
right gesture.
right
Right
thickness
Mhm.
for the cucumber,
Mhm.
and we will move the hand
Move
Uh,
the hand
as we cut the
as we
slices.
cut the slices. Okay, I got it.
And we need to be
Oh, more
Yeah.
smooth. More
focus
smooth than
focus
me.
on your fingers.
Focus on my fingers. Where's my hand? Where I should place my hand? Like this, right?
Yeah.
Why you can cut this cucumber in a so smooth way?
Because the knife is sharp.
Oh, I gradually can
No, you see your finger is too
too
too far away from the knife. You know, when I was young, my parents told me like this. When I cut the, he said we can put fingers like this.
Oh my god, no! It's so dangerous.
And last time brother Steven said we can put it like this.
The fingertip, you know, the
Yeah.
fingertip, you must
It means that we
close to the knife, to the
it means that
blade.
when our nail, our fingernail touches the body, then we. But it is a little bit dangerous. It is,
Yeah. I can't.
the surface is
I can't do
like
that.
the surface is like this.
Oh,
Like
cool.
this
Pretty cool.
in a more horizontal 垂直是那个horizontal.
Okay, let me have a try. Maybe my fingertip. Maybe we can close it to the knife, to the back of the knife. Oh. My dad used to be a cook. His responsibility is to,
A chef, you mean?
yeah, a chef. He cut the food.
Professional chef?
Professional. She can cutting things like that. You know, like or smoothly.
Mm-hmm.
You can cut things smoothly and cut things in a perfect shape, you know.
Mm-hmm. Nice.
But I didn't got the talent in my DNA. What a shame.
Sometimes you will go the opposite way.
I'm her only daughter, so he treats me very nice. So never let me go to the kitchen.
So nice.
But strangely, he he asked me, I must have a good command of cooking skill.
Yeah.
Because
You
I
should.
will be a mom and I will be a wife in the future.
I think you should. Not only for your children, but also for yourself.
Yeah, maybe in the future I'll live alone, live by myself, and I can cook something for myself.
Yeah. And you can invite your friends over.
Yeah, it's kind of social skills.
Yeah.
Yeah, cutting is related to social connecting. Social connecting.
Yeah.
Practice makes perfect. I believe I can do it better. Oh, I'm so tired. You can hear.
Maybe when I'm cutting the cucumber, you can share. We can talk about things
what?
like how to choose a boyfriend, how to choose a good husband.
How to choose a good husband. Take a journey with him. Take a journey, or maybe have a dinner with him outside. I mean, we can go to the restaurant and see to check whether he's polite to the waitress. Check whether he care about your feelings and your favor. But not just care about himself.
Right.
Because when you are ordering some dishes, somebody don't care about what your favor.
Oh. Okay.
Somebody only care about their own favor. So having a dinner is the most economic way and is the safest way to
know about
to initially chat whether this man
is right. Is your Mr. Right?
No, checking your boyfriend a Mr. Right or not is a long distance. It's a long process, maybe.
Yeah.
So we can. And how to choose a? What's your opinion? Why you ask me? I'm 18 years old younger than you. I have no experience.
You're 12 years older than me. You're 12 years younger than me.
What I said just now.
You say, hey.
Okay, my fault.
You are a snake too, right?
My poor memory.
Right?
What?
You are a snake too.
Yeah, I'm snake. My zodiac
are-
is
We are
my
we are
zodiac
we are
is-
snakes.
We are snakes.
You know, my
Be careful your fingers, okay?
teacher, my favorite teacher.
Mm-hmm.
He is a snake too.
Oh, 24 years older than me.
Yeah, 12
Yeah.
years older than me. So I have two snakes friends.
Two snakes friends. The
And my
same
teacher is
zodiac.
really good to me. He helps me a lot.
What subject does he teaches?
Uh
Public speaking?
he's good at public speaking and human resources.
Is he a foreigner?
No, he's a
Chinese.
Chinese, of course.
I remember I have another cucumber.
Yeah, you have to.
We can cut it all today
For
in
me,
one day.
you know, I don't have a. I think just now you said you need to go out with your
Boyfriend.
boyfriend to see whether he is good to you. It is a method, and also go to a trip with him to see if you two can get along, right? If he will take care of you when in the outside.
Mhm. Then he will pay attention to details, right?
Pay attention to
To
detail.
details.
Yeah. Or the communication style.
Mhm.
You know, different people have different communication style. And I think we also need to figure out what your partner, what type of person he is, and use what type of method to build an intimate relationship. Right.
Right. I
Okay.
have a dinner with my boyfriend the last month.
How is it go?
Pretty good.
Really?
Yeah, pretty good. He's a gentleman.
He's a gentleman.
Yeah. He treats everybody honestly and gently.
Mm-hmm.
No matter to the waitress, the driver, and the passengers.
Mm-hmm. Oh.
And even somebody in the elevator who came to help us to click the the floor number,
Mm.
and he say thank you very much to that passenger.
Oh.
So
He's very polite.
really polite, and he
We can use it to do a face
no,
mask.
you have put on makeup on your face, so it's
We can
unhealthy. Yeah, we can do some
see we use cucumber slices
cucumbers to do
um,
some
facial to some hand
facial.
Yeah. Do you want some too, Sandy?
Sandy,
I have another good friend. Her name is also
Sandy.
Sandy. You want to cover your hand?
不能吃，这个不能吃啊，
Yeah, you cannot eat it.
所以敷一下，
It lost water, right?
豆应该可以，
好凉快哦，
大的豆
好凉快。上面有橙子、苹果，还有番茄、面包。
Yeah,
哦
oh
对
yeah,
对
we can buy
对
some
some
bread,
toast. Buy some toast.
toast. Lovely, lovely. Oh, I haven't finished my job today.
太好了。
还有一个人，
I think that it's Mr. Foss,
Maybe it's Mr. John.
Mr. John.
What's his opinion towards our stupid behavior?
I haven't asked him for opinions.
But
He didn't say anything.
he didn't say
Really?
anything. Do you think he have a YouTube?
I don't know.
YouTube, digest, roll in YouTube.
I think Sam will help him to set up the VPN.
Oh,
Have you
no.
have you helped Brother Seven to set up his VPN
Yeah.
on his cell phone? So he
Yeah.
can watch us, right?
No, not his cell phone. It's on my computer. It's on my computer.
Huh?
Yeah.
So he cannot watch us?
Yeah, because
Brother Seven?
it's on my computer.
Oh,
She
okay.
won't pay attention to us. Maybe a person in our life will.
He won't pay attention to us.
And I think knife can be a method to test your boyfriend
Knife?
if he was qualified to be a husband.
How?
Let him to cook for you. Let him to
Ah,
cook for you. And my boyfriend is a good cook. I think he's a good cook. He can use knife, fluently.
I don't know.
Yeah, you don't know, but I know.
Yeah.
He's good at cooking everything. So I was. He once said to me, if you want to catch a man's heart, you must first catch his,
Stomach.
stomach. And I said to him, then maybe I can't catch your stomach because I can't. But he said it's okay. I can feed you into a fat girl. He's
Is
a
that
lovely
so?
guy. He's a lovely guy. Really, for me, he's very important. Have you ever heard a story about in 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 Han Dynasty?
No.
Is about is a love story between an emperor and an ordinary girl.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
How does it go?
the emperor of Han, the emperor of Han, and his grand grand grandson is firstly was put into the prison because of some fight between a party and another party. Then this prince was put into the 民间怎么说
Oh,
the folk, put into the folk. Then when the little prince was grow into 16 years old, he married to a common girl. This common girl called Xu Pingjun, and this emperor, this little prince called Liu Xun. Then Liu Xun fell in love with Xu Pingjun as soon as he saw her. Then they live in a peaceful life initially. Then one day, a guy came to their home and told this prince, Liu Xun, you are a prince and you will be the future emperor. You must follow me and back to your palace and against our enemy, against a party which was a threat to us. Then Liu Xun told Xu Pingjun to wait for him, and if I will be the emperor and you will be the queen. It's a formal promise, right? It's a formal promise initially, but this emperor achieved it. Yes, he successfully to be an emperor, but uh, a big 大臣, a big assistant of him,
officer.
Yeah, is a big officer, and he's a general. Yeah, a big general called Huo Guang. General Huo want his little daughter to be the queen and don't want Xu Pingjun to be the queen, so that he tried to persuade Liu Xun to set his little daughter, and his little daughter's name is Huo Chengjun. They're also Jun, but the emperor, yes, he devoted to Xu Pingjun, devoted his whole love to Xu Pingjun. Then one morning on their 上朝, in their office, the emperor told all of his assistants and said, when I was a folk in the society, once I have held an old knife, I love this whole knife very much. This whole His own knife
，knife is 有点看看。
噪音是吗？
哦，因为我这个麦我已经有带的话，
因为风，because of the wind。
刚刚听过没有？刚刚听过没有？现在听过没有？
这样吗？现在呢？
没有。
还有啊，那我下去调一下。
我来调，我来调。
过来听一看。感觉怪怪的，刚刚不一样。说吧，说。
现在呢？
还是有杂音。
那为什么呢？
你继续说话。
我继续说，梨花香，看着一角的波西，虎啸入红莲生长。
那个七哥说让我们调这个低音监听
他给我们发消息了，
说什么？
他在监测我们。
啊？
哪里有消息？我没看到啊。
哪里有消息？
啊，吓死我了！我还以为他过来看。
邻人现在还是有点杂音。
这样吗？那我来调吧，我来调吧。
我看你怎么调。
喂，怎么这么惨？你先去，
我先去。
没有发消息吧？这里还能看消息的吗
？Hello, boys and girls. So just now we talk about how to choose a knife, right? When we choose a knife, it's like how we choose a husband. 哎呦，我的衣服，等一下，我的衣服弄好了吗？
这里就是还是弄到中间吧，我感觉弄在左边有点怪怪的，不知道为什么。你去那里看。
哦，这样好一点。
喂，我。
So our
喂
company, yeah, we have different kinds of knives, right? Just now we show you guys that how we use this chef knife to cut the cucumbers, and as you can see, the knife is quite sharp.
喂
And I still drown in the story that Juno told me. Emperor married a common girl. I think it's a fairy tale story. Cinderella story.
Speak something.
Yeah, okay. Welcome to our channel. If you are new to our channel, please subscribe to it. And we will post more video contents on the video to share with you all kinds of products that our company make, and some cultures and history of the knife and tool industry in our hometown, and something about our hometown. You know, today in our hometown the weather is a little bit rainy, and
Wait. Why we have this noise? What happened?
Maybe it is because we didn't.
Only brothers.
So, you know, I want to share you something about the history of our of the knives industry. You know, there is about 1400 years of history, and in AD 557, Lady Sen, or Madam Sen, she stationed her army around the place of Liangyang, and she started to make weapons in Yangjiang area. And after that, we start to in the folks start to have some nice meals, and there are some famous knife makers emerge
比这个好多
are
了，这个
in the fold, like He Chuanli. He was really famous for making 文武刀, and in those times, those famous restaurants were all used the 菜刀 made by He Chuanli. And later on, we had Liang Jifu, and he was a jewelry maker, and and he used the method of making jewelry to make knives. So, welcome, welcome, our cute girl Juno.
I can't deal with that kind of technical problem.
So
maybe
what
we
should we
can
do?
we can seek some help from others. Mm-hmm. Oh, okay. Let's
maybe
let's
from our
continue.
friends who are watching.
They won't help me. Okay, they won't help me. I know it. So I want to continue the story about the emperor and
Yeah.
a common girl,
Okay,
Xu Pingjun.
please do continue. I'm really interested in your story.
Really? Okay. Let's continue.
Mhm.
The emperor in the office and said to all his assistants and said, I used to, have an old sword, not knife, old sword, 剑,
Mhm.
old sword. And this sword accompanied him to, to go through the hardest time when he was a folk.
Mm.
Mm. And what do you mean he's what is a kind of metaphor? This old sword is his wife, original wife, Xu Pingjun. His wife, Xu Pingjun, helped Liu Xun to get through his hardest time. And no matter how poor he is, no matter how hard his life is, and Xu Pingjun always accompanied him and we never left him. So when Liu Xun became the emperor, he never forgot his promise to his wife Xu Pingjun, so that he said to all his assistants, if anyone could help me to find this old sword, that means can anybody could help me to find my wife to the palace for me, so that I will do some favor for you and I can set my wife to be the queen too. Then one of his assistants successfully found Xu Pingjun in the fog. Then, yes, he successfully set Xu Pingjun to be his queen.
Persuade her.
Persuade him. But the general Huo's wife, she want her little daughter Huo Pingjun to be the queen very much.
They're all 平均啊.
No, Chengjun, sorry. Huo Chengjun.
Mhm.
Then he used money to persuade, maybe to tempt a woman doctor in the palace to, took some poisonous thing to the queen's medicine. At that time the queen was just finished giving birth to a baby, giving birth to a little prince. Then he was weak. Then when he took the poisonous medicine and he died in 2 days later. Then when the emperor was very sorrowful about the queen's death, before the queen was dead, the emperor came to his bed and said to her, just take a break and wait for me in our 陵园, in our 墓地怎么说? In the what? 南园, their finally home, 最后的家 is a place called South what? South Palace. South Palace. And you can wait for me in the South Palace and I will come back soon. That means I will come to accompanying you in a short time. But at the time, the queen and the emperor is just 19 years at my age.
Oh,
At my age. So this story is called 南园遗爱，故见情深。You are the love I left in the South Palace, and you are the old sword who have accompanied me at my hardest time.
okay.
It's a
It's very-
metaphor to compare with someone who accompanied, maybe you are the best partner during your hardest time. You help each other. And that's the metaphor I want to share
No,
all
it's
of you.
very a touching story.
Yeah, it's a really touching story.
Yeah.
And what's the relation between a sword, a knife, and a metaphor?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So
Sorry,
what's the
sorry.
relationship between them?
What's the relation between what and what?
The relationship between, knife and maybe the metaphor.
Knife and the metaphor.
Yeah.
Which metaphor? I forgot.
Okay. It's okay.
Sorry.
We can shift into another issue.
Okay.
We can shift into another issue.
Okay.
And in the metaphor, we compare the knife and the sword.
Mm-hmm.
The old sword is used to metaphor your original wife, right?
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so it's a brilliant metaphor in my mind.
Very metaphor.
Yeah, I keep this story always in my heart because I think it's touching, really touching. An emperor can have different kinds of wives. She can collect all kinds of beauty into his palace, but he insists to find his original wife. They are so young, and they get through the hardest time during their growing up, and they have a baby. This baby is called Han Yuandi,
Oh, lovely.
who sent Zhao Jun to the Xiongnu.
Oh, very touching story.
Yeah.
So the emperor insists to marry his old wife to make his old wife
to be the
be the
most
queen
respectable woman in the whole country.
in the whole country.
He
Oh,
always remember his promise. If I am the emperor and you will be the queen.
wow. I love this story. It is really sweet.
Mm-hmm.
So they first met, they were both like your age.
At my age, yes.
How
I
many
think-
years they separate with each other?
When they were 19 years old. What?
I mean, when they fell in love, they were
16
at your
years old.
age, right? 16 years
16
old.
years old.
So when the
Queen died.
the queen
years old.
so young,
Yeah, at my age. So
she died.
yeah, she died in an early age.
So they only
Fell in love
for
for only
3 years. Oh,
But that was the hardest time of Liu Xun. Hardest time.
hardest time.
Because once he was a prince, and then he was took into the prison, and then he was rescued from the prison, and then to be a normal folk. Formal folk in Han Dynasty, they're poor, and they have to farm to earn food as much as possible. So that's really a hard time for him before became the emperor.
So he was so young and he became an emperor. Oh, really?
Yeah, before Xu Pingjun was dead, he said to his husband, and maybe it's a good choice, maybe it's a good thing if I die, because I will be the burden that you came to the top of the whole country. I will be the burden. You know,
His wife said so.
yeah, because you know, in
Why?
the
Why he
emperor's
said he will be the
burden.
she will be the burden. Why she think so?
Because you know, the emperor loves her. Then, you know, the emperor's favor always be, you know, a thing that his assistants and the enemy to pay attention to. 皇帝喜欢什么东西的话，他就会变成那个焦点。
Yeah.
Then a lot of people may want to kill her, and maybe want to, you know, provide her with some jewelries and money, then to help them to achieve to their targets. You know, rise fighting always like that.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's very unfortunate to be you know, to be a royal member. It's unfortunate to be a royal member. You have the top identity, but at the same time you have to carry on the duty to be a prince or to be a princess.
Mm-hmm.
If you are a prince, you need to leading a whole troop to fight against the enemy. And if you are a princess, you will have the destiny to become, you know, a gift, to be a gift to other countries.
Oh.
So maybe after his queen died, he won't have the drawback. 他就不会有弱点了。就是他的妻子一直陪伴着他，这也可能会成为一种他的软肋啊，就是别人就会拿他的软肋来做文章。Then he can do all the things he want to do. Maybe he want to do, want to begin a revolution,
Yeah.
in the country, and he want to, you know, do any other things like to fight against some enemy, right?
Mm-hmm.
So let's talk about our knife.
Yeah.
Yeah, because
So it's a lovely story.
it's a lovely
and-
story that I can't remember, so that I want to share with you immediately as I heard it.
Yeah, it's true.
We can change into another cucumber, right? This cucumber is
It's true.
finished his destiny.
So let's finish the cucumber.
Finish the cucumber and
Sorry.
find another new cucumber. Nobody in our live room. Great.
You can do whatever you want.
Yeah.
Okay, so just
Oh, somebody came in.
you just throw it away.
这是一个风扇。
It's
It's a fan. It's a fan. What a waste. We use a Susie knife to cut cucumber. What a waste. No, we use the chef knife. We use this to do the metaphor. An old sword. We would love a new sword or an old sword.
I think I love old swords.
Me too.
I think it contains some feelings and emotions. I think I'm a person who loves all things.
Me too. Because, you know, old things makes people familiar. People were familiar with the old things, and we can take less time to adjust the environment to
Yeah.
old environment. If you want to take into the new environment and you need time to tolerate some new things such like that, maybe it's my personal opinion. Mm-hmm.
Yeah，证明你比较专一。
我是挺专一的。
Me too.
Me too. Okay.
If I fall in love with one person, he is just the one. I don't want to change.
Yes, I think is, you know, fall in love with a person. It needs your energy, need your
Yeah,
emotion
and
you-
time.
and time. You need to devote it in it. And maybe you find your love. Maybe you won't get the feedback from him. Then you have maybe not waste a lot on him. Maybe you have spent a lot on him. Then you have no energy, no time, and you're tired. You're so tired that you can't, just pay attention to another person. Maybe it's time to have a break. Let's have a break. Okay, let's have a break. See you
Okay,
soon.
see you soon. Bye bye. 其实我们以后可以，就是
麦关了。
买东西了。哦，中间